Alright, y'all, Leah Michelle Resistance Chicks coming at you. It's July 31st, 2017. It is a Monday. Now,
Maxine and Pelosi, we got a better deal for y'all.
It's a better deal.
Yep.
Let's hear what Fancy Nancy has to say.
I've got 30 seconds, and the question is, what are the chances Democrats win back the House in 2018, and if so, will you run for Speaker?
That's so unimportant.
Wait, it's so unimportant.
Stopped it.
It's really important, so we're going to turn it up.
What is important is that we have a lively debate on a better deal, better pay, better jobs, and a better future. And that's what we look forward to having. And we have unity in our party. You saw it with the fight on the Affordable Care Act in the House and in the Senate. We're very proud of the fact that our party has diverse thinking in it. We can accommodate that.
Leader Pelosi, thank you. Thanks for coming in. Please come back.
Listen, we pick on Nancy a lot. I want to give her a compliment. I think she looks pretty in pink. I think pink is a good color for her. I think she looks very pretty in pink.
I love the Barbie doll color.
Yeah.
She looks like a witch.
She looks pretty in pink. I want to give her that. It could just be that pink's my favorite color. However, if you guys didn't notice the flub there, because it wasn't one of her standard flubs, the flub is that she didn't answer the question, because no, the Democrats are not going to win back in 2018. And so no, even if they did, I don't think they're going to let her do it again, be Speaker, because she's just not very good at it.
Well, she's not done yet, and we're going to listen to the rest of this interview, which she says, I'm going to toot my own horn. Toot, toot. I am the most seasoned lawmaker here, so I don't think she doesn't think she's...
You know what? She's like those roosters we were talking about. She is very seasoned, she's tough, and not chewy. You don't want to eat her.
Because he or she is not. So this is about enlarging the pool, making it healthier, younger, and having more benefits in the rest.
I understand the reasoning and I understand the history.
We're talking about two things here. She's here discussing the affordable health care, and I can link to this and you can watch all the atrocities here. She goes on to say, you know, the people have spoken, blah, 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 and then, of course, Chris Wallace comes back and says, well, actually, you know, the House, Senate, and presidency were all run on repealing Obamacare. So actually the people didn't speak.
But it doesn't sound like you're willing to give anything.
But it's not a question of that. What do they have to offer? In other words, you have to have a big pool. And in order to do that, you have to have the employer and the
But how about, for instance, you talk about a free market, instead of mandating that people have it, what the Republicans were saying, forgive me, was if you don't have it and now you want to buy insurance, you got to wait for a while, or you got to pay a premium to get it. In other words, instead of saying, I'm the government, you have to buy insurance, why not say there's going to be a penalty if you don't buy it?
Well, here's the thing. When the president went into office, there really was an opportunity to say, you don't like this, how would you do this? But instead they said, we're repealing the whole thing, 22 million people off, cost will go up, benefits will go down. That's not a way to go down the path.
Costs have already gone up and benefits have already gone down.
And by the way, that 22 million is a figure they keep throwing around. These will be people who just choose not, a lot of them will be people who choose not to enroll.
So what I say in the letter is, as a first step, let us accept what Senator McConnell has in his bill. Let us accept that and talk about.
If you wanted other changes, let me switch.
And then let's talk about what other changes there are. But you cannot say.
She's the one who wants to talk about things now, but she said we got to pass it to find out what's in it.
Yeah, she did say that.
That
we want to talk about it now.
I do believe, as I saw one of your sentences this morning, that health care is a right, not a privilege, and the more.
I was outside in my garden. I just have to let you know that healthcare is not insurance, and insurance is not healthcare.
I love how you said that in your West Virginia accent.
People who are involved in it, the lower the costs are for everyone. There's some things we can do right away. Lower the cost of prescription drugs. It's something I think would have bipartisan support.
I want to move to another subject.
I would just like all the progressives who are watching who hate the 1%. The 1% are not going to be the people who are going to be forced into this pool, right? To pay for insurance for everyone else. The people that are going to be forced into this pool are poor people who can't afford insurance. One of our Teen Challenge guys, he went to go do his taxes this year and was like, you know you need to pay $600. He's like, why? Because you didn't have insurance this year. He's like, I didn't know I was supposed to have insurance this year. He's like, well, everybody's supposed to know. And he wasn't making a lot of money. So it's like, it's the way this runs all the time. Right. You never hit the 1%. You never hit the elite. The only people that get hit are the low and middle class every single time.
Subject. The Democratic leader in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, said something interesting the other day, and I want to ask you about it. We're going to put it on the screen. When you lose to somebody who has 40% popularity, you don't blame other things, Comey, Russia, you blame yourself. So what did we do wrong? People didn't know what we stood for, just that we were against Trump, and still believe that. We're going to get to your new agenda in a minute, but I want to ask you the specific question. Do you agree with Senator Schumer that Russia and Comey were not what beat Hillary Clinton?
Well, I think that they had an influence. There's absolutely no question about that. But when you have a campaign, you're responsible for your campaign. I don't even want to go into that. I do want to go into our better deal.
Okay, let me ask you. I'm going to ask you about it because Democrats put out a new agenda this week called the Better Deal.
I'm so excited!
On the screen. You call for higher wages, lower prescription drug costs, as you just said, job training, infrastructure.
Listen to it.
Leader Pelosi, I'm not saying any of that is wrong.
Right.
What I am saying is that none of it is new. We've been hearing it for years.
Somebody else ate the food, spit it back up, you have replaced it on the plate, and are now showing it to people as a new
Can we just
meal.
address the whole raising of wages thing? I mean, come on. Wages already get raised because of inflation thanks to the Federal Reserve. And as you raise wages, prices go up. And then the Federal Reserve can just flood more money back into the economy and then cause more inflation. It's great.
I'd like something on the health insurance. Get rid of the FDA, because the FDA's Food and Drug Administration actually approves for things that make you sick and make you ill and have chemicals to kill you. It's not protecting you, it's killing you.
Like Leah said, healthcare and insurance are not synonymous with one another.
And Hillary Clinton in 2016, and you lost.
No, but, well, we're going to hear it with more clarity. For the first time since 2006, the House, the Congress...
Everybody's getting free hearing aids. Everybody under Pelosi is getting free hearing aids.
So you can hear it with more clarity.
So you can hear what the Democrats have to say more clarity.
Democrats are in charge of the message. In 2006, we were in charge, we won. We had a Democratic president after that in 2008, and for that time on, a very successful presidency. Now it is our turn to win the Congress for the American people. But elections are more than about winning the election. They're about having a discussion about how we go forward.
But they're all about winning the election.
No.
Elections are about winning because we know we're going to lose, so we're just going to make them about a discussion this time.
No, it's about winning on the issues. I mean, if the American people can hold all of us, Democrats and Republicans, accountable for what is in their interest, instead of a trickle-down agenda that really benefits the high end at the expense of working families. That's why a better deal is important, and it is entrepreneurial in its thinking. It's fresh in terms of what it suggests.
It's not entrepreneurial.
Like Barnyard Fresh.
House elections this spring, in which there were Republican seats that were open because they took jobs in the Trump administration. Let me finish. In the Trump administration, and you lost all four of them. Some of your own Democratic colleagues in the House say part of the problem is that you and your leadership team are frankly too old. And the question I have is, do Democrats need new leaders with new ideas?
Well, let me just say this. Self-promotion is a terrible thing, but somebody's got to do it.
Exactly.
And I think that the situation that we are in, I am a master legislator. I know the budget to the nth degree.
I am a master legislator, and you, my friend, are what is wrong.
I know the motivation of people. I respect.
I know the motivation of people. I know how to spin them. I know how to use them.
I don't think she respects
the people who are in Congress. I think this is a great moment for those of us who understand what is at stake with the Affordable Care Act, what our possibilities are in terms of working together with the Republicans, as has been our experience in the past. So I feel very confident about the support I have in my caucus. I have never not been opposed within my caucus, and it had nothing to do with the four. suppose you became president and you were a Democrat, and you appointed your cabinet, one from San Francisco, one from Berkeley, one from Brooklyn, lively debate on a better deal. Better pay, better,
what does it sound like? A better deal,
jobs,
a new deal. It sounds like FDR that's shoveled in the socialistic
unity in the party. You saw it with the fight on the affordable.
We want to promise more of the monies. We're just going to give it about the monies because the people are all suffering because there's not enough the money being spread around to all the people. So we raise the wages, we don't know how, we're going to create jobs, we don't know how. We're going to make sure that everyone has a lollipop and ice cream. And that's what we're going to do because we are the Democrats.
I think also with Nancy here and Mr. McCain and stuff, they say anything to get elected. They say anything to get votes. But then McCain just turned his back on everybody. He said he was going to repeal and replace, and then he did his wink and stuff with the Democrats and didn't do it because he had no intentions to do it. They have no intentions of giving you what you want. Again, if she's saying one thing, she means the total opposite.
Exactly. So we want to get to, I'm assuming that's where you're going with this vote.
No, I'm done.
You're not going to cover the vote?
I'm done with her. Oh, yeah. I was actually kind of cool. It's kind of, I don't know if you're still watching anybody, progressive people. This is really funny to me. So,
speaking of McCain, that's what made me.
Well, it's the Russian sanctions. I don't know what I'm going to do your own little thing, but we'll just put it here. Unfortunately, the Senate has passed this, and House, Russian sanctions, and the EU is actually all upset about it. It violates international law. It's just ridiculous. However, what was funny to me is that in the Senate it passed 98-2, and the two are
Rand Paul
and Bernie Sanders. So I take that as all of our viewers, the libertarians and the thinking progressives, realize are the only ones in the whole world, seems like, who realize that the whole Russian nonsense is nonsense. So
but also we also know the Iran brothers, Pakistan, the Muslim Brotherhood, all the Islamic states are blackmailing all these congressmen, and they own our Congress. The numbers were astronomical. So you know this was a huge blackmail thing. That if they didn't vote, off with their heads.
To me, it's shock. Those numbers
end up like Seth Rich.
Staggering to me. And the fact that Bernie didn't vote for it is kind of hilarious. So we'll be watching that moving forward, but still, I'm like, okay, really, all we can do is trust Rand at this point. So, all right, you guys, do we have anything else? Nope. We want to cover? This is Leah Michelle signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it is not just a conspiracy theory if it's the truth. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring that bell for notifications. Find us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We love you. God loves you. And God bless.
I was cold all alone. No place for home every day. So afraid. But you called my name.